We finished reading that comic book you gave us. It was pretty cool.
Morning. Wait, you finished it? Wow, that was so quick!
So you two have been won over by Fiatena's infectious charisma? It was but a matter of time.
From what we read, it seemed like the Soulblazers were a group of Natlanese heroes who fought against monsters. Also, Malika had a cameo in there. Does that mean the Soulblazers saga is based on historical events?
That's right. It's an adaptation of Natlan's history. All the characters are based on real people. But of course, it's mostly for entertainment. You can't treat it as a history textbook.
The Soulblazers were warriors who fought against the monsters of the Abyss. Their mission? To protect their nation. The finest warrior of all the Soulblazers was Fiatena. She is our hero, our role model.
The Pyro Archon has some real cool fight scenes too, though. She fights with real passion. But there's a whole bunch of other comic series that deal with her story specifically. This one is more focused on Fiatena's story arc. Her motivations, her rise to greatness, and so on. No matter how desperate things got, she never lost hope. Thanks to her dogged determination, she went from rookie warrior with no understanding of strategy to a formidable commander. Along the way, she became friends with a group of fellow warriors who stuck with each other through thick and thin. Fiatena! She's my hero.
This story really means a lot to her.
Oh, every time my thesis gets rejected, I just think about all the challenges that she faced. And suddenly, my own problems don't seem so insurmountable after all.
Don't worry, Alrani. I have faith in you. You'll get your thesis approved one day.
Aw, Varesa. You bet I will. Trifling thesis. You are no match for me. When I get back to the academia, prepare to be whipped into shape.
So, now that you guys are into this series, you wanna join the Legion?
What does it involve? It's a comic book fan club, right?
Don't stress over it. Yes, we were initially brought together by a shared interest in comics, but ultimately our main purpose is to share life's joys and get rid of life's woes. Whatever comes our way, we have each other, and we can face it together. We discuss comics together, eat together, and chill together.
In that case, Paimon's in!
Yes! Welcome, welcome!
Captain, what about the welcome ceremony? Or have you forgotten our traditions?
Of course I haven't forgotten. Find a nice open space and wait for me there. I'll just go grab something from the camp.
Here. This is a good spot.
Alrani, do you have any idea what Varesa's fetching from the camp?
Probably the relic we used to swear in new members.
I'm here! Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I sprinted the whole way. Here, take this. It's a Fiatena mask. I made it myself.
Thanks! Huh? Isn't this the mask you wear in combat?
That's right! Fiatena used to wear a mask in combat too. So the one I made for myself is modeled after hers. Mind if I keep going for a bit?
Not at all! The floor is yours!
The tale of the Soulblazers saga is a long one, told over 12 volumes. The characters go through so many changes along the way, growing and developing as the story progresses. This mask, for instance, is just one of the 5 different versions Fiatena wears during the story. This one is my favorite of them all. At one point, Fiatena goes through a tough phase where she's disillusioned after fighting so many battles, but her friends are always there for her even through her darkest time. With their encouragement, she was able to rally and get back on her feet. And this is the mask she wore when she made her comeback. In my view, that makes it the perfect relic to use for inducting new members into the Legion.
Oh, this ceremony just got super ceremonious.
Hold on to it. You're gonna need it during the ceremony.
Oh, Captain, is it time?
Now, Traveler and Paimon, join me in reciting the Legion of Soulblazers Creed, which we will cry out at the top of our lungs. Yeah, just imagine you're bursting with praise for the chef after a sensational meal. Or, for me, sometimes, I get so happy hanging out with my friends that I just want to shout, "Thank you!" as loud as I can. When you believe in something, you shout it for the whole world to hear.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Now, repeat after me.
Okay.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
I will always champion love and imagination.
I will always champion love and imagination.
Great! Soulblazers, as of this moment, you are now members of the Legion.
Nice.
I can't wait to tell Xilonen the good news.
If I'm not mistaken, she's out training with Minnie and Igong today.
Got it. All right, let's go.
Vice Captain, shall we call it a day?
That's enough strength training for now. But we still have racetrack familiarization training. We can't afford to skip it.
Attention, Soulblazers! Da-da-da-da! It gives me great pleasure to introduce 2 new additions to the Legion of Soulblazers. The Traveler and Paimon!
All right, induction complete. Now we're officially Soulblazers.
Welcome to the club! Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to hold a welcome party for you today. Minnie and Igong have been training for ages. They are completely exhausted.
Congratulations.
Minnie, you still up for racetrack familiarization training?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Since it's a 4-person relay, we gotta rehearse every stage.
I'm so jealous of Alrani. Logistics is the easiest job. Gets to stay at the camp the whole time.
Yeah, they seem totally wiped out. All right, we can skip the welcome party. We pretty much know everyone anyway.
Shame you have to miss out, though. I feel kind of bad. Let me think. Okay, here's what we'll do. Why don't you join us for training? We still need to practice on the race course itself, so we could turn it into a team-building event. In this cold weather, there's no better feeling than running around and getting the blood pumping. We'll all feel toasty and warm by the time we're done. What do you say, Traveler? Come on, it'll be fun. We can chat while we train. It'll take your mind off it.
Count Paimon out. She is not cut out for this at all. Paimon's never run a day in her life, 'cause she can fly. Flying's way faster than running.
Is it now? We should race sometime. Put that theory to the test.
No thanks. Paimon flying is faster than Paimon running. Not Varesa running.
All right, we'll let Paimon off. It would be pretty absurd having someone who can fly join a running race. I'm all rested up, so I can join you instead. As for Minnie and Igong, if you guys want to keep training, then pace yourselves and stick to slow jogging. But if you're worn out, feel free to stay put and recover.
Thank you, Vice Captain. Yeah, I'm not moving. I'll just rest right here.
I'm down to keep training.
Okay, that makes 4 of us for training. Me, Varesa, Minnie, and the Traveler.
Let's split into 2 groups then. Xilonen and Minnie can do a slow jog. I'll be sprinting full speed on the race course. Traveler, you join whichever group you want. We're just happy you can join us.
Okay, keep your head up, shoulders back, and allow your arms to swing however feels natural. You'll save energy that way.
This track forms part of the official race course. It's one of the flatter sections. Oh, monsters, huh? I guess that makes sense. Mountains have plenty of places for wildlife and wild monsters to hide. I'll politely ask them to leave us alone. Glad that's taken care of. One less thing for Minnie and Xilonen to deal with. They're jogging the same course as us, right? They should be here any minute. Let's wait for them. How's it going? You two holding up okay?
I'm good. Minnie's form is so much better than last time.
I still think I need more practice.
The course goes into an uphill climb from here. It's gonna get pretty tough.
It's fine. I'll keep going. I gotta get a good ranking. I don't want to drag the team down.
Even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard. Health and safety always come first. Results are second.
Thanks, Varesa. I do appreciate it, but the thing is...
You need this, don't you? For personal reasons? You mentioned some kind of deal with your parents. I'm guessing it's something to do with that? I noticed you had a certain look on your face when you first brought it up, like you were trying to suppress how you were feeling. In my view, when a kid makes a face like that, it's actually a cry for help. So, what's really going on? You can tell us. If you keep it to yourself, we can't help you fix it.
I remember Minnie saying in one of her letters how she hoped to go to Inazuma one day and work as an assistant comic book artist. That or become a prop maker, building true-to-life comic book items for fans. But her mom and dad aren't very supportive of her goals. Could that have anything to do with the relentless training?
Oh, okay. I'll explain. Varesa's right. My mom and dad don't approve of me moving abroad for work. I'm the baby of the family. There's a huge age gap between me and my older brother, and I was a pretty sickly child, so my parents worried a lot about me growing up. They don't like the thought of me moving so far away from home. They say they'd always be worrying about my health. Also, they'd rather I pick something more stable. The idea of trying to make a career in the comic book industry is crazy to them. They think I need to be more realistic, get a real job. But what employable skills do I even have? I can do art, and I can build stuff, but I'm no good at anything else. It's like no matter how many times we have the conversation, I can never get through to them. They treat me like I'm just a little kid living in a fairy tale world. But this time, the situation is different. Suddenly, my friends came all the way to Mondstadt to see me because of our shared interests in comics. And then we signed up for a cross-country contest. That really surprised them. I'm sure they don't believe I can do it. So, I made a deal with my parents. If I pull this off and my team gets ranked, they have to start taking me seriously about what I want in life.
Don't worry, Minnie. You're in good hands. Even Coach Yansan has praised me for how fast I can run. And she has high standards. And you've seen Xilonen when she gets going, right? She's as tough as they come. A real hero. She fought wars for her tribe. As long as we do well enough to get ranked, your parents will come around, right? I'm confident we can do that. We are all behind you on this.
Varesa.
Minnie, I still remember that time you sent Nepeka some of your work. Artwork of Fiatena, and a mask you built yourself. She showed them off to all the other kids in the tribe, and they loved them so much, they offered more to buy them off her. But Nepeka wasn't about to let go of them.
Huh? Really? I had no idea anyone would want to pay for my artwork.
Why wouldn't they? Your creations have real value. And while that's subjective in emotional terms, hey, the offer of more is a pretty objective measure. To me, that fact alone says that you already have a real job.
Your mask and artwork are already famous in the Collective of Plenty. People are constantly asking, who painted this? It's incredible work. If you ever visit our tribe, you can bet there'd be crowds of people swarming you and begging for your autograph.
I'll definitely visit one day. I had no idea I had fans already.
All in good time. We can talk more about that later. For now, I think you need to stay here and get some rest.
Thanks, both of you. I'll make sure to rest properly.
Good. I'll stay here and keep you company for a while.
The Traveler and I will keep training then. Might as well finish out the track. You definitely don't want to stray off course on a mountain like this. It could get dangerous. If you find yourself getting cold, there are some torches off to the side in this section. Just set one alight and warm yourself up. We made it to the relay point. Good job. I gotta say, this terrain is seriously challenging. If people don't familiarize themselves with the course in advance, they could easily get lost on race day. But at least the organizing committee has taken the time to clearly mark out the course. And thankfully, there aren't many wild animals or monsters out here. People should be able to practice without incident. How are you feeling? Still got the energy to keep training? Awesome! Then let's get back to it. Whew. The next section looks even harder. Let's make sure to stay alert so we don't leave the course, and pace ourselves to protect our joints. That's what Coach Yansan would say. Her advice is always spot on. This is the second section of the official race course. Watch out for signs so you stay on track. Watch out for that pit! Don't fall in! There's a gap here. If we jump down, it should shave off a lot of our race time. But it's a little risky. Gotta be careful not to sprain an ankle or it's game over. We made it to the relay point of Section 2. That's today's training target officially smashed. We just need to check out Sections 3 and 4 of the course, but we can do that tomorrow. Now that we've stopped, it suddenly occurred to me. After a whole morning of running, we're still only halfway up the mountain. Kinda? But then again, I'm already freezing. And it must be even colder up at the top. Yeah, forget it. Let's head back. I'll catch a cold if I'm out here much longer. Why don't we regroup with Xilonen and Minnie, then head back together? Hey, you two. We're back.
3, actually. Igong came to join me and Minnie while you were out training.
Yeah, I felt bad slacking off while everyone else was going the extra mile.
Sounds like the cold's getting to you.
All right, let's head back to camp so people can get some extra layers on. Wow, the time's really flown by. At this rate, I don't know if I'll have time for my nap before we hit the city for the afternoon.
Well done on your training, everyone. Now we have some free time before this afternoon's activity. As planned, we'll meet by the Knights of Favonia's headquarters at 2 p.m.
Will we get to go to the library? Will we?
That's right! Excited?
Yes!
Me too. After days up here in the mountains, I'm looking forward to finally checking out the city.
Great! In that case, see you all at 2 p.m. sharp for some well-earned fun.
Yeah!
That perked them up. Now that fun's on the agenda, they don't seem so tired anymore.
Well, of course. It's important to relax and de-stress after training hard.
And to eat. I am super hungry right now. Okay, everyone. Dismissed.
Okay, people, time to go.
I wonder what the Mondstadt's comic collection is like. Don't let me down, Mondstadt Library.
Xilonen, we made it!
Nice, everyone's here. Let's go. Minnie and Varesa are already inside. I am loving the atmosphere in here. The peace and quiet, the subtle scent of flowers in the air, plus the chairs look really comfy. Whoever runs this library has great taste. Ooh, that being said, what happened to actually running the library? I don't see any staff anywhere.
Lisa's probably taking her afternoon break at the moment.
Afternoon break? I'm the one who should be on an afternoon break. That's it. Okay, I am taking a nap. You guys go hang with Varesa. I'm gonna find a table to pass out on. Yeah, it's just too cozy here not to. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. There, that table. I have been eyeing it since we got here. It has nap material written all over it.
Paimon has a funny feeling that Lisa would approve of Xilonen's commitment to afternoon naps. Whoa, that was fast! 1 second she's talking to us, the next she's out like a light. Guess so. Happy napping, Xilonen.
They don't seem to have a dedicated section for comics and light novels here. Everything from the Yai Publishing House is grouped under children and teens. Everything is wrong with that. Would you put the Soulblazers Saga on the same shelf as The Boar Princess?
Hey, watch it. What have you got against the Boar Princess?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. To be fair, The Boar Princess is a pretty good read. I bought the whole set from the Wanwen Bookhouse.
The Soulblazers Saga Armored Assault Volume 1. Ah! The Soulblazers spin-off!
Yep. This book was my first introduction to the Soulblazer universe. It abandons traditional modes of human combat, instead housing the heroes within giant armored mecha, each the size of the Jade Chamber. And since it isn't canon, it's free to delve into territory that the original series can't explore, like aerial combat. It goes pretty hard. When I discovered this as a boy, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. As soon as I saw mecha and mid-air dogfights, I was hooked.
So you're big into the mecha genre, huh?
I sure am. After that, I was hunting down books in the Soulblazer series wherever I could find them. I even bought the Mecha Warrior action figures released by the Yai Publishing House. I gotta say, though, it really did a number on my savings. Those action figures are so expensive and there are so many to collect.
Yep, that's how it goes. Seems like every other day there's a Soulblazer reprint, collector's edition, spin-off series, sequel. So much to keep track of.
Yeah, the thing is, the publisher knows exactly what they're doing. They keep milking their cash cow for all it's worth, because chumps like me fall for it every single time.
Me too. Yigong, which book are you gonna borrow?
Just this one. Armored Assault, Volume 1. Can't beat the classics.
I'm surprised Miss Musk isn't here today. I always see her by the linguistics section.
You guys know this place inside out, huh? Even down to the regulars. That's impressive.
Of course, the library is my secret base. I know which books are on what shelves, who the regular customers are, even what brand of tea Lisa uses for her afternoon drink. This chair is the same one I was sitting in when I first read through the Soulblazer Saga. And anytime I want to write letters to my friends in the Legion, this is where I come. I just feel so comfortable here. Miss Lisa is really friendly. She's shared some of her snacks with me before.
Wow, amazing! Snacks. What I meant to say was, this library is totally different from the one back home. Instead of books, we have woven scrolls. They're usually hung up high on the walls, which means the shorter kids can't always see them. But I was always tall for my age. Whenever my friends wanted to read a woven scroll, they'd come get me to read it out for them. I got so used to reading woven scrolls in a group that when I eventually got into comics, I carried on the habit. It's more fun reading them together with friends.
You think so? How does that work, though? 'Cause everyone reads at a different pace, right?
It works fine. The faster readers just wait for the others to catch up before turning the page. Plus, with other people around, you can read for a bit, then chat for a bit, then read some more. Beats reading in silence. Funnily enough, that's actually how I got to know Xilonen. This one time, I came to her workshop planning to commission her for a job. When I arrived, I found Nepeka reading a comic book. And it turned out it was the Soulblazers saga! We were both pretty stoked to meet a fellow Soulblazer fan. And I guess we were chatting so loudly that we woke Xilonen up from her nap. She came over intending to quiet us down. But that turned into us roping Xilonen into reading comics with us. Next thing you know, it was the middle of the night and we'd been at it for hours. Xilonen was so tired. She just laid down in between me and Nepeka and went to sleep. Ever since then, we've been the best of friends.
That sounds so nice. I really want to meet Nepeka too. I hope I can visit Natland one day.
We can make that happen. I'm sure Xilonen would be more than happy to introduce you. And don't forget to invite me too.
It's just...
Hey, don't feel down. A deal's a deal. As long as we get ranked in the contest, your parents will have to respect your wishes. So let's put all our energy into doing the best we can. We're gonna get that ranking, and you're gonna go on that trip.
I'll do my best.
My. Looks like a lot of visitors snuck in while I was on my afternoon break. Hello, cutie. Hello, little Paimon. It's been too long. That's quite all right. I'm sure your Natlanese friend here has read the library rules carefully and intends to abide by them. As for your other Natlanese friend, I'm glad to see someone appreciates the cozy atmosphere. She looks like she's having a wonderful nap. Now then, has everyone decided which books they'd like to borrow?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to borrow this copy of Armored Assault.
And I'll take this one. Vera's Melancholy. Minnie recommended it.
No problem. What about your, leopard friend? Did she want to borrow a book?
Huh? Borrow a book? Oh, no need. Thanks. This one was great, but I won't be checking it out.
Let's see. Along with Divinity, you have very good taste in books. Or should I say, good taste in pillows?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my drool. Sorry. Okay.
All right, let me fill out the register. Then you'll be free to take your books.
My appetite is insatiable today. Must be because of all the exercise.
Yeah, I bet everyone's getting hungry by now. We did push it pretty hard this morning.
Plus, the organizing committee had a load of supplies to distribute today. Stuff to keep people warm. I'm ravenous after moving all those boxes. Minnie, you're a local. Any recommendations on where to get a late lunch?
How about Good Hunter? Their steaks are really good.
Oh, I am so down. I'm craving a plate full of meat right now.
Yigong, don't tell me you caught a cold again.
Sounds like we should get some hot soup for the table. Come on, let's go.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Everyone loves Good Hunter. My family eats here all the time. It's a little small, though. We'll probably have to split the group across 2 tables.
Ah, bummer. Well, never mind. We've done plenty of group activities recently. It won't kill us to split up just this once.
Captain's already been hypnotized by the menu.
It smells so good. Meat stew? Seafood?
Are you ready to order?
Let's see. I guess I'll get the ball rolling. Let's start with 30 plates each of tea break pancakes and flaming red bolognese, 7 bowls of calla lily seafood soup, and 30 meat nados. As for appetizers, 12 apple roly-polies and 12 sautéed matsutake. Don't want to overdo it. Anyone else want to add something? Or we could just start there and add stuff later.
Looks like Varesa's appetite is as crazy as ever. Thanks, Sarah. That'll do for now.
Are you sure it's not too much?
Oh, I promise you, none of it will go to waste.
If you say so. Well then, I guess I better get cooking.
Nothing beats eating a nice big meal when you're hungry for it.
No matter how many times I witness it, the Varesa versus food show never ceases to amaze me. You gotta hand it to the collective of plenty. They can pack it away, and they can pack a punch.
Well, you gotta eat so you have enough energy for training. And as Sviatena once said, even a beast of the abyss knows that being a picky eater is an unpardonable sin. So all the more reason for us to eat our fill.
Oh, I know that line. It's from that standalone special, Sviatena versus Abyss Lector, Battle of the Meat Feasters, right? Don't underestimate a hardcore fan. I know every line in the Soulblazer saga, no matter where in the Soulblazer universe it comes from.
Nice one, Alrani. The writers had fun with that one, didn't they? Pure comedy. Can you imagine if that was based on a true story? An eating competition with an abyssal monster. Such a hilarious proposition.
Yeah, it's really stretching the boundaries of possibilities. I guess it takes a certain kind of talent to come up with ideas like that.
Wacky ideas are one thing, but what really blows my mind is the characterization process. The way they take historical figures like Sviatena and breathe new life into them as comic book heroes is just so impressive. Some people think I'm not enough. I have 2 words for those people. Think again. That's one of my favorite Sviatena quotes of all time.
That's from the Soulblazer Saga Volume 3. Just FYI.
Thanks, Alrani. Minnie, do you have a favorite Soulblazer quote? Or a favorite plot point in general?
I think for me, it's the way they portray Sviatena's dream. Despite the endless numbers of monsters, and even when the Abyss seems like a never-ending threat, Sviatena never gives up fighting for her dream homeland. Maybe it is impossible, but if we don't try, we'll never know.
Yeah. I love that line too.
Volume 3 strikes again. FYI.
No matter what, Sviatena always stays true to her dreams. That's why she'll always be my favorite hero.
Same, but when I look at my own life, I wonder, will I ever have that same kind of tireless dedication? Following your dreams is so hard sometimes. I feel like I'm giving everything I have to give, but everyone around me is telling me, give up. It's not realistic. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even that good of an artist. I'm never quite happy with my work. Sometimes I get to thinking that I should just pack my pens and paper away and be done with it. Maybe life would be easier that way. But I've tried that before too. And it's never long before I start to miss it. I'll be at the grocery store buying some cured meat or at home doing some chores, and I'll suddenly find myself thinking, I miss my art.
Let me guess. It always ends up with you digging out your art supplies and giving it another try.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a cycle, honestly. I keep flip-flopping between, that's it, I'm never painting again, and no, I gotta keep trying. Who am I kidding? I'll never have Fiatenna's perseverance.
You're thinking about it all wrong, Minnie. Even Fiatenna had days when she didn't feel like training or eating right. Having tireless dedication doesn't mean doing the same thing on repeat every day. To me, dedication just means being passionate about something. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you always carry it in your heart. Sometimes you let yourself go, but it's okay. You can always get back on the wagon. If you lose muscle or stamina, you just build it back up again. The important thing is to keep that passion alive through all the ups and downs. As Fiatenna said,
There is only one eternal power in this world, the power of love.
exactly! From Volume 6, when Fiatenna delivers the crushing blow to her enemies. You see? The important lessons stay with you.
Yeah, and they always will.
Wait a sec! Varesa? When did you clear all those plates?
While everyone was talking. I guess Fiatenna put me in the mood for a meat feast.
No fair! Come on, everyone, eat! We need to catch up! So full.
I can't eat another bite. I'm absolutely stuffed.
Should we head back to camp? We can walk off some of that food. There's no more group activities today. Once we get back to camp, everyone's free to do their own thing.
That's a relief. I'm about to go into a food coma.
Oh, Minnie, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Patton? What is it? Is something wrong?
What do you think? You've been gone for days and haven't checked in once. Mom and Dad are worried.
I've been out training for the race with my friends all morning. We just got back and everyone was hungry, so we came to get some food. Mom and Dad should know about it, though. I told them I've signed up for a cross-country contest and I'll be at Dragonspine practicing in the days leading up to it. They agreed and everything.
Yeah, well, you know what they're like. They agree at first, but then several days go by without seeing you, and now they're freaking out. It's always that way.
Aww.
Oh! So, Patton from the tavern is your brother?
Are these the friends you were telling me about? Wait, honorary knight? Hey, everyone! I'm Minnie's much older brother. When did you make friends with the honorary knight, Minnie? Whew, you kept that one quiet.
Oh, well, the honorary knight just sort of showed up for the pre-race training. I never had the chance to tell you guys.
Thanks for taking care of Minnie, everyone. I hope she hasn't been too much trouble.
Don't be silly. Minnie's our good friend. We've been hanging out, training together. It's been super fun.
Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, well, Mom and Dad said to tell you they miss you and they hope you come home soon. It's great that you've got a hobby you're so passionate about. But don't let it take up all your time, okay? You gotta come home and check in once in a while. Come home as soon as you can, okay? You can go back to training tomorrow. We don't want Mom and Dad blowing a gasket.
Okay, I get it. I'm heading back to the camp with my friends now, but once we get there, I'll grab my luggage and head home.
Okay, great. Make it quick, though. Otherwise, Mom and Dad will probably go all the way to Dragonspine looking for you. Sorry to intrude, everyone. Have a great day. I'd better get back to the tavern now.
Let's wait till the snow gets heavier and have a snowball fight.
Man, I almost forgot how cold the mountain was. The difference between here and the city is mind-boggling. I'm gonna go warm up in the tent.
I'll join you. Right now, I just want to wrap myself in blankets and let the food coma run its course.
I better come too so I can grab my luggage.
Minnie!
There you are, young lady.
Mom, Dad, you actually came.
What choice did we have? When were you planning on coming home? I thought this was supposed to only last a couple of days, but you've been gone for most of the week.
I never said a couple of days. I said several days.
You did. I remember that. But we also agreed that she'd be out during the days and come back home every night. Come on, it's time to go.
Okay, I'll just let my friends know. Hey guys, I won't be staying in the camp tonight. See you tomorrow for training.
I'm sorry. Tomorrow as well. This is all getting to be a bit too much, Minnie. You've been out here for days on end. Don't you think you've had your fun? Besides, you're not built for this cold weather. Remember that dreadful fever you had as a child? It took the better part of a week to clear up. Your mother and I worried ourselves half to death about you.
What?
Hello, sir. I'm Minnie's friend, Varesa.
Ah, Varesa. How do you do? I believe Minnie's mentioned you before. Thank you for keeping her company out here. Sorry, I would have brought a welcome gift if I'd known.
Welcome gift? No, there's no need for that. I just wanted to say, this contest, it really means a lot to Minnie. We've been training together in preparation for it. Minnie's taking the training really seriously. Every day she starts earlier and finishes later than anyone else. Whether it's strength training or practicing out on the race course, she's been working the hardest out of everyone in our group. Didn't you make a deal with her? I heard that as long as Minnie gets ranked in the contest, you'll consider letting her do what she wants with her life? Her greatest wish is to work in the comic book industry, and she's putting so much work into it. Surely you don't want to see all her efforts go to waste.
Of course not. But the thing is...
Mom,
That's enough! What's more important, your comics or your health? I don't know how many times we've told you. It's great that you have a hobby, but you need to learn the difference between work and play. When's it going to stop, Minnie? When you ruin your health in the name of fun?
Don't take your father's words too hard, Minnie. Both of us just want what's best for you. You're still young, and it's great that you have something you're passionate about. But at some point, you need to think about your future. I've seen your artwork, and I do think you have a wonderful talent. But being a comic book artist just isn't a stable career.
I'm sorry, Minnie. I didn't mean to be so harsh. I know how much effort you're putting into this. We both do. We really admire your determination. You're our daughter. And we love you so much. But surely you can appreciate where we're coming from. Dreams are great. But at the end of the day, they don't put food on the table.
Mom, Dad, can we please continue this in private?
Yes, of course. Let's move over there.
Ooh, things got pretty intense with Minnie's parents there. Even Paimon didn't dare to interrupt.
Yeah, I kinda wanted to speak up on Minnie's behalf again. But I didn't even know how to butt in. I mean, it sounded like their hearts are in the right place. They said they have her best interests in mind, expressed concern for her health, tried to comfort her. But the whole thing still just felt kinda off to me. I can't quite pinpoint what it was, though. I mean, whether I'm training, eating, or heading to bed for a nap, they're all smiles. But Minnie's parents, neither of them were smiling when they spoke to her just now. Their words were caring, but their tone was so angry. I don't understand it. It sounds like they don't want to let Minnie take part in the contest. But then all her hard work will have been for nothing. What are we gonna do? I'm supposed to be Minnie's captain, but I feel powerless to help her.
I wasn't expecting Nepeka's gift for Minnie to come in handy so soon. I was planning to save it as a final surprise before we leave, but under the circumstances, it would be silly not to use it now. I can't put smiles on her parents' faces, but I think I can make sure Minnie gets to participate in the contest.
That's not true. I promise I would never.
Well, in that case, we can discuss this more back home.
Sorry to interrupt, but there's something I'd like to discuss with the two of you.
You must be Vice Captain Xilonen. Minnie's mentioned you before. Is something the matter? If it's about the competition, don't worry. We'll let Minnie take part. But as we've just informed her, this will be her last time. We don't want her wasting any more time on worthless pursuits.
Gotcha. Look, I don't mean to interfere with your family business, but Minnie's a part of our team. I have to make sure everyone's in the right frame of mind to compete. And I can't help but feel that her conversation with you was a little demotivating. I'm concerned it's going to impact her performance on race day. I also don't think you're really validating her efforts when you brand something your daughter is passionate about as wasting time. Like I said, not trying to intrude on your family business or anything, but I thought you should know that a student of mine back home simply adores Minnie's artwork. She's not here to speak for herself, but as her teacher, I felt like I should pass along the message.
I agree that Minnie has artistic talent. But I stand by what I said earlier. Hobbies are hobbies. Work is work. A couple of fans isn't going to get you anywhere in life.
Yeah, about that. Take a look at this letter.
What's this?
Let's call it a token of appreciation from Minnie's fan base. They wanted to write one letter each, but I told them I couldn't take a whole sack of mail on a long-distance trip. So instead, my student Nepeka arranged for them all to make a group painting for Minnie. In the end, so many people participated that it was pretty much one brushstroke per person.
Nepeka's so thoughtful.
Sorry, Minnie. Nepeka wanted me to give this to you as a surprise after the competition, but given the situation, I made the executive decision to give it to you now.
So how many people is this?
You think Minnie's wasting her time because in your eyes, making art isn't a worthwhile job? And when you use words like worthless, what you're really saying is it's not a stable source of income. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Well, now you have another way to measure worth. Your daughter's artwork has attracted a whole lot of fans, and very enthusiastic ones at that. Since arriving in Mondstadt, I've learned that being a bard is seen as a very respectable profession here. Let's imagine Minnie was a bard for a second. Instead of drawings and paintings, she'd produce poetry and songs. Instead of fans, she'd have an audience. Would you still be inclined to stop her from being creative? Would lyrics and music be just as much of a waste of time?
I take your point, but there's still the issue of her health.
Sorry, let me butt in real quick. You know, Minnie's not nearly as fragile as you think. I'm not just saying that either. I've been doing competitive sports in my tribe since I was a little kid, so I know what I'm talking about. Sure, Minnie's not built like a pro bodybuilder, but she's got great potential. A sensible amount of exercise is good for her health. Far better than staying cooped up at home all the time.
Mom, Dad, my health is a lot better these days. Really, I feel great. Now that I'm training every day, my appetite's improved and I'm sleeping better.
Minnie, sometimes I forget how grown up you are now. You're your own person with your own ideas. To tell you the truth, your mother and I don't really understand this whole world of comics and Yaoi Publishing House. When all's said and done, we just want you to have a safe and stable life. The last thing we want is to see you suffer. But a deal is a deal. This competition clearly means a lot to you. So, give it your best shot. See it through to the end.
I will.
Thank you, Honorary Knight. It really does ease my mind knowing that you're on the team. I think I've said enough for one day. Minnie, you're free to attend training and attend the competition. But you're not to stay out at night. Come home and sleep in your own bed. Understand?
Yes, Dad.
Whew. At least we got there in the end. It was a shot in the dark, honestly. I'm not good at dealing with family drama. Sure as heck didn't have a plan B, so it's a good thing the letter worked. This is way more than I signed up for. I only came here to buy that, merch stuff or whatever. No, you think? I don't know. Seeing how Minnie's parents were acting, it just reminded me of a similar situation from a while back. Sometimes someone can love their idea of another person so much that they'll try to mold them to fit that mental image. But if love is starting to restrict your freedom, it's time to get out. Anyway, Minnie's parents aren't nearly that extreme. Let's go get ready. Tomorrow is race day and we have to deliver results.